Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
The KSM Show.
Well, thank you very much. I'm so glad today we're coming to you live from the Cactus Creek. And show some love for Cactus Creek, man. Oh, by the way, before I begin anything, we're having a special retreat for couples. So if you're a couple and you want to come and retreat yourselves, there's no place else to be. Later, sooner, I'm going to be giving you the number for the place, but when you're ready. Okay, just love it. Now, you know, every time I open, I talk about things that are happening in Ghana. I've been thinking, I can only remember how the Ghanaians put it. Oh, Maba, Ghana if you're dawn again. Maba, Ghana if you're dawn again. So there's nothing excitement. Man. But, of course, the exciting thing today, it's not about Ghana, it's about my guest. This guest, I call him my son, you know, one of those young, dynamic, active people in this country, one of those bloggers that I respect. And why I respect this blogger is that he does not concentrate on gossiping, man. Or turn a book, he finds things that are positive to write about, and he's one of the best bloggers in the country right now. Man, show some love, man. And today I'm hanging out with him. Actually, he was here some time ago, I think a year ago. No, it's not quite a year. 30th September 2019, he was here with me. And when I compare, take a quick look at 30th September 2019. Take a look at him.
I didn't even have, a website. So it was just Twitter. You know CNN, they have news updates.
Yeah.
KSM means BET. Then your picture comes, the caption, that's it. So I started with that. Okay. So my wife, yes, just that. So my wife gave me my first money to get myself a website. Then it started from there.
We're back! We're back! You saw him. That was my good son, Kobby 2019. He's back today, man. Since we last saw him, he's grown leaps and bounds. He's doing some fascinating things that will blow your mind. Put your hands together. Show some love for my good son, Kobby. Daddy. Hey. Thank you so much. Please.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kobby, y'all. Show some love for him. Feel free. Okay, so we have Kobby in the house. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, stick around, we'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Well, thank you. And even before I start, let me say Vanguard Assurance is proud to be associated with this show, man. I'm going to give you some more tips from Vanguard Assurance coming soon. You know, when I talk about Vanguard Assurance, I'm not talking about them just because they are associated with the show. Yes, they are. But the important thing is this. I am a client, and a very satisfied client as that. You know, I keep saying anything that you value, you insure. And the kind of insurance that you take adds value to whatever it is you have insured. So my message to you is this. If you have anything, property, buildings, anything, insure them. Yeah, you get security from insurance, but you get additional value added when you go through Vanguard. So anything that you need to insure, please, the name is Vanguard. These are the numbers and the hotlines for you. The hotline numbers to call are 055 662 0111 and 024 433 4407. Once you call these numbers and you get insured through Vanguard, then you understand why they say we always stand by you. Okay, folks, I told you about the couples retreat at Cactus Creek. It's an amazing experience to come here and enjoy the serenity. So if you want to call Cactus Creek right now and book your couples retreat, the numbers to call are 0302 955 432 or 0302 965 460. But the meantime, in between time, my son, Kobby,
Daddy.
welcome to the show,
Thank
man.
you.
Looking good, though.
Thank you.
The money is flowing now, eh? Cash now,
By God's grace.
By God's grace.
By God's grace.
I like that, man.
By God's grace.
Let me tell you what I like. Usha gana nina. Sikano ba. Kakra kakra.
By God's grace.
I told him Sikano ba. By God's
By
grace.
God's grace.
I love that, man.
Yes.
One more time.
Thank you. Thanks so much for the introduction.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes.
You know, you were with me. It's not even a year ago.
Yes, exactly.
And we're talking.
Yes.
And I was playing that back, and I realized, Charlie, since we met, you know, the leaps and bounds you have made is amazing. Number one, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Because undisputedly, you have become one of the most significant bloggers in this country now.
Thank
man.
you. Thank
No,
you.
no, absolutely not.
Thank you.
And what I like about your style, you don't follow gossip. I'm not dissing anybody, you know. The gossip is okay. If you want to gossip, it's okay. But when I follow Kobby, you seem to pick on decent topics.
Exactly.
Mind-opening topics.
Exactly.
Is that a deliberate decision?
Thank you so much. And also, again, God bless you so much, yourself and your team, for putting me on. Because when I also look back then, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing so exceptional, but you called me, and that interview introduced me to a lot of people. I mean, I walk into the malls and I have big men calling me, I saw you on KSM Show. I saw you on KSM Show. So I think that he also introduced me to quite a number of, I mean, again, level-headed people. So back to your question, if KSM, you have introduced me to that level-headed people, it means that I have to also be serious with my craft. Because, I mean, I can't be on the KSM platform where KSM will interview me, because this show, if you are not that, if you don't have that magnitude, I mean,
I like that.
Yes, exactly. So for me to be on that platform, it means that subsequently, people will be following me to see my activities. So people will be quite disappointed when they watch the guy who was on KSM Show now posting, sorry to say, nasty things. I think that you'll be so disappointed in me again. But apart from that, I think that personally, I'm a very self-disciplined person. I think about the next generation. I think about reputation. I think about the mindset and how we can build people. And so collectively, I think what has really helped me to shape my style of blogging is the mere fact that social media is a community, and so we need to be very careful how we put content out there, so that the next generation or in the next years to come, it won't come to bite us. That's why significantly I've been able to conscientize what I post out there on social media.
I like that. The few things that you mentioned that really sort of struck me, that you are representing a community.
Exactly.
So you feel almost as obliged that if the community is looking up to you, then you have to provide some kind of leadership or direction in terms of how they think. And one thing that you mentioned too was shaping the mindset. You know, folks, this has become one of something that is very, very dear to my heart. You know, Michelle and Anama Foreban, the youth. You know, and what worries me overall, I'm not condoning the entire youth. There are some fantastic ones, unquestionably. But for most of the part, I see the youth that Yana may worry about mindset. You know, how at your age are you able to differentiate yourself from the yo-yo gang saying that I must have a path?
Thank you so much. One of the things that I find it very heartbreaking is the fact that we need to have an agenda as a nation. And so it comes from the leadership. When I say leadership, it might not necessarily be the president, but head teachers, even parents, we are leaders. And so one thing we are losing as Ghanaians is that we are not trying to implement how to build the mindset of the people, of the children. Infrastructures are good. It is good to give your child money to pay the school fees and all that. But as teachers, as head mistress, as headmasters, as presidents, as whoever, representing us in totality, what are we doing collectively to build the mindset of the people, right from the crèche to the junior high school, to the senior high school, to the universities? Because you say we are the future leaders. So what are we doing collectively to build the mindset of the people?
you watch documentaries and you see that young people are working on apps, creating apps, thinking about what will happen in the next 5 years. In Ghana, I sit down and I feel that we have a long way to go because, like you said, quite a number of them are doing so well. But it shouldn't be just quite a number of them.
Yeah.
It should be the majority.
Yeah.
Where we know that we are going to school to learn something, to think, to use our brains to think. But at the end of the day, a lot of people come out from the universities and it looks as if they are thinking, the process, how to even think for the next generation, how to even position themselves in the next 5 years. What can I do to help myself, to help the nation, to help my community? It's a problem. And so, like you rightly said, I mean, one of the things that has really set me apart is the fact that, one, self-discipline. Because as a Ghanaian youth, you have to discipline yourself. Sometimes you don't need your parents to advise you. You, as a human being, God has given you that willpower, that mindset that sit down, this and this and this and this. You are not supposed to do. You're supposed to do the self-discipline. Again, reading, learning, researching. And so I make sure that I go out my comfort zone to read and research about things that are happening so that I can also add my knowledge to it.
Yeah, I'm very happy you're saying all of these things because the tendency in Ghana, it's not, I'm not talking about the youth now. In Ghana generally, or maybe worldwide, the tendency is the cash. How do I get cash and how quickly? You know, so unfortunately, the youth have gotten trapped in this mentality of quick cash thing. And how do you see that, and how do you are a blogger, of course.
Yes.
And bloggers look for eyeballs.
Yes.
Right? And in Ghana, when you want the eyeballs, then you are blogging about somebody's breast, pardon my language, somebody's butt, and how big or small it is, you know. And then you get the eyeballs. You are right smack in the middle of that. And you're choosing a different path. What kind of discipline do you have to say, Chale, I have a cash, no, but me kofa hobby?
That's a very good question. Now, when I was growing up, I saw great people, and even whilst I'm a big, so so to say, I'm a big man now.
Yeah.
I look at people like KSM, very well respected people in our community, and you look at the process they went through to get to the level that they got to, and it is just an everlasting blessing. So for me, I think that the Ghanaian youth these days, we idolize money. I'm not saying money is not good. Money is good, but the process in getting the money shouldn't be quick money. It should be you trusting the process, going through that process where you get to that fulfillment that if you want to have mansions, you can take care of the mansion. When you buy the range, you'll be able to pay for, service the car. Maintaining the car is a problem. Because, I keep saying that. I'm from Aguna Biakwa, from Swedro. I remember those days when Swedro, the Sakawa thing was so heavy there. And my mates, we decided to go to school somewhere, cashing out, building mansions. Now that we speak, same people, they've sold the houses, they've sold the cars. Because one, they were not able to maintain the car. They were not able to maintain the house. And so if you're youth out there and you're watching me right now, you'll be so quick to get the money. But at the end of the day, what are we going to do to sustain that? Again, for me, we as influencers, as bloggers, these days I go on the internet and I see my colleagues interviewing an 18-year-old boy who is, having mansions, billionaire and all that. If it is not money that your father died and left it behind, then I don't know which money that in this system, where you got that money
At
to
18
build
years.
at 18 years. I start to be corrected. Probably there's some work out there, even those who are working at the Galamsey level, they don't even have mansions and the Range Rovers. You understand? So I find it very sad because we are in a world where people believe.
So are you saying that things like that should not be glorified by social media?
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. I think that we should be able to know that this person is getting his money from the right source. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do that, you're going to put pressure on the young ones coming because they've seen an 18-year-old boy who is riding Range Rover. Recently, we saw the news from Kaswa where 12-year-old boy went to kill their friend just for money rituals.
Yeah.
How on earth will you see a 15-year-old boy? What is he going to use the money for? If you even give 10,000 Ghana cedis to a 15-year-old boy, in his own wisdom, what is he going to use that money to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is because of some of these things that they see on social media. So I think they have to use your platform to also educate the young ones out there that we are in a world of audiovisual. What people see is what they consume. These days, you tune in on your TV set, and you see juju men. Dial this number. When you send 10 CDs, you get 20 CDs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel so
Yeah.
sick when I watch some of these things. So for me, I think that we need to put out education out there to the young ones that money is good, but when we trust the process and you get the money genuinely, you will enjoy it. The next generation will enjoy and will enjoy it. Internet, it make us say KSM SHOW ebini. But obeye sakawa anase ufa baby. Na yes kana wo chile a o ma no ebe no manya sakukuduro no ankoje sa kana akwaje ni bi. Akomedi omo.
I see. So and I get your point, you know, and it goes to the broader question,
Exactly.
like who is regulating stuff? Because you make a very, very good point to say what the young ones see,
Audiovisuals.
audiovisuals, yes, the optics. They say, oh, yeah, cash, or so for politician, why we cash. Now, if there's some youth growing up, that's what they see, and that's what they try to.
Yes. Because again, when I was young, there were only few stations in Ghana, like the GBC,
Yeah.
and the likes of, content like Kukona's story. So we were able to control the space. But I was praying that, God, why don't you give us a lot of stations, a lot of TV and radio stations,
Yeah.
so that people will even learn more.
Yeah.
Now we had a lot of radio stations, TV stations, and the matter is worse.
So basically, what you're saying is that the more the stations have come out,
Yes.
the content is not favoring.
Exactly. Let's try and regulate. So because, like I said, let me give you a typical example. When we were growing up, we used to watch movies and we would see flash screens. And it was so shocking that as a young boy watching an American movie, to see a flash screen, I was like, when am I going to see this in Ghana? When am I going to touch flash screen, TV, laptop? But today, here we are. Because they were able to what? Imprint that, visionarize that to tell us that some years to come, 2021, we are going to have flash screen common at everyone's home. So today, audiovisuals, what are we doing? What are we building through our TV stations, through our radio stations? What are some of the words that are coming from the radio stations, from the pundits, from the radio presenters, the content creators? What are they doing so that we will gradually build a mindset of people? Because the opportunity from the mind, I'm going to say we are going to move you. But if you have a national agenda from the top, they'll be able to regulate some of the content that will be channeled out. Now, the question will go like, oh, sometimes we put PG, parental guidance and all that. As we sit here right now, tell me if you have seen any musician compose a song which children can relate to it. This is a woman. I'm me who say any of the top or the young musicians have composed a song that children can relate. Now, when I'm watching Talented Case, all the songs that these children are performing are news, are songs that are sensitive. If a young girl, like an 8-year-old girl, is on TV, talented show, reality show, singing about Mefi Wano, other, make you see, what are you telling the young person? But if you have a lot of songs that children can relate, then we can pick some of these things.
Yeah. No, basically, what you are saying is this. That as part of shaping the mindset,
Shaping the mindset of the people.
the
media,
it's a holistic thing.
Exactly.
The media has a role to play, so you can't
we
be saying
have the biggest role to play.
biggest role to play. And unfortunately, we haven't stepped up to the game. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mentioned Kwekwan's story. By the fireside, children those days rushing to go and watch Mame Dokuno. Why? Even if you don't go, your parents will call you. Come on, Mame Dokuno show no understand you. By the fireside, because of its educative content. These days, apart from Cartoon Network, I can't boast of about 10 or 20 content that children can relate that now parents are telling their children. We are shaping. I have a 2-year-old girl. And anytime she's playing and she chanced on watching, I mean, myself and my wife watching this action movies. Now, it has transcribed into her mindset. Anytime she sees me or she pick any, like a broom or water, daddy,
Shooting you.
shooting me. So that should tell you the mindset of the people.
Yeah. One thing you have said that I really like is about the audiovisuals, the optics, how things look. What are some of the things that bother you about?
Daddy, I think I'll just go straight to the point, and I'll address our education system. I spoke about building the mindset of the youth. Now, one of the things that I find it very sad as a youth, and I mean during my time when I was growing up, and even today, the same things are happening. Is when we go to our junior high schools. Are we making farming attractive to the young ones out there? Because you pick an agriculture textbook, and behind or the front page of the textbook, you see an old man, old woman with some stick in his or a mouth, chewing, making it look like it's only the poor, that's sorry to say, are supposed to go into agriculture, are supposed to go into farming. Our leaders, GES, must note that those things are giving bad signal to the young.
Okay, so saying even the optics are not
exactly.
They don't encourage.
They are not encouraging.
Yeah.
Why can't you find a nice boy, a nice gentleman in the farm, a nice beautiful girl in the farm, a nice man in the farm, so that naturally you build a mindset that even though this person is from a rich family, he still can be a farmer. You understand?
It's consistently showing
exactly.
All the decrepit people.
So it means that it's only the old folks that are supposed to go into farming. So they are not making the young, I mean, Kobby, a young man like me, I'm supposed to go into farming.
Get encouraged to go to farming.
So I beg
one more time, man. You know, what you're saying is so on point. You know, I mean, people sit back and say, Chale, America is a great country. They don't even realize that even the movies that they are watching is what is implanting them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Superman, Spider-Man, the beer is a celebration of greatness.
American kid is confident because of what he watches or he will see on TV.
Yeah.
They are so confident. Daddy, you're not supposed to do this. Daddy, please, this water is not good for me. Daddy, do this. Daddy, park your car. Daddy, no, I'll report you to the police.
Yeah.
You understand?
Again, just can you imagine in Ghana, so said, Daddy, I report you to the police. Of police in the when you start your own.
Papa, let's charge school fees. And I don't go police station. 1 week, let me charge school fees. So I think that audiovisuals, we are pleading with bloggers. Now, the children are on social media. I'll plead with my colleague bloggers that I can't control the content you put out. But in as much as that we are cashing out, we are making the money, let's also be self-disciplined. Let's think about the next generation.
Yeah. That
the content you are posting out there, that you feel that because you've taken money, if you should see the same content in the next 10 years, are you going to be happy?
Yeah. Look, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk about something I saw on your page. I think you heard about some school in some areas, so you decided to go there and use your influence as a community leader through social media to make a change. It was very, very interesting what you did. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about that.
Thank you.
Folks, stick around, man. Kobby in the house. Talking about how bloggers are all community leaders and what we can use our blogging for to influence us to think in the right direction. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
You know, when I talk about Vanguard Assurance, I'm not talking about them just because they are associated with the show. Yes, they are. But the important thing is this. I am a client and a very satisfied client as that. You know, I keep saying anything that you value, you insure. And the kind of insurance that you take adds value to whatever it is you have insured. So my message to you is this. If you have anything, property, buildings, anything, insure them. Yeah, you get security from insurance, but you get additional value added when you go through Vanguard. So anything that you need to insure, please, the name is Vanguard. These are the numbers and the hotlines for you. The hotline numbers to call are 055 662-0111 and 024-433-4407. Once you call these numbers and you get insured through Vanguard, then you understand why they say we always stand by you. Okay, folks, I told you about the couples retreat at Cactus Creek. It's an amazing experience to come here and enjoy the serenity. So if you want to call Cactus Creek right now and book your couples retreat, the numbers to call are 0302-955-432 or 0302-965-460. We're back. Yes, we're back live at the Cactus Creek. Of course, also in association with Vanguard Assurance. We're back. Now, before we took the commercial break, Kobby, I was talking about some of the stuff, you know, you did a very, very interesting thing you did. What was the place you went to? What is it called?
I went to Abekwai DA Primary School in the Bono region.
In the Bono region?
Yes.
Now, this is something you heard?
Yes. So, I think during the Fix the Country, I mean, the whole noise, I was one of the people that were sharing my opinion about the fact that the country needs to be fixed. And so people were sending me videos and pictures of deprived areas, and I mean, these areas have MPs and all that. And so the person sent me a big shout out to Abna Sewa. A teacher was posted there and decided not to go, even though the place was in a very bad state. So big shout out to Abna. God bless you so much.
Abna Sewa, man.
So Abna sent me a video and a picture of the school, and my heart was broken. And I told Abna that I know it's a very long journey, but I won't sit in Accra just for you to send me videos. I think in as much as that we are also helping to contribute our quota as a blogger, I won't always want to watch Pan-African TV, traveling all the way to these places. Me as a blogger, as a freelancer too, I also need to go there because I'm also a journalist. So I drove all the way to Bono region, and it was heartbreaking. So together with some foundation, we went to give them textbooks, and it was an amazing moment because the teachers there have been using the the dark board for years now. And when I went there, I saw posters of politicians pasted on the deprived school, like the blocks, and I was like, no, this can't happen.
This is wrong.
Because we as a country, one of the things that we need to pay attention is education. So if you can go there to campaign, but cannot go there to give them textbooks, it means that we are not building generational thinkers. It means that we are not building generational powers. So I think that is one of the projects I'm doing, and I'll give you the filler. I mean, there's a project underway, because I really want to give the school a new face.
Yeah. No, I just mentioned that because this is more like in support of what you were saying.
Exactly.
That as a blogger, how many people do you have now following you?
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, and these followers,
they are my community.
They are community.
They are my community.
So you are trying to influence that community.
Exactly. And last 3 months, I sent almost about 20 wheelchairs. I started a project, Go There with Kobby. So they go there with Kobby. I go to the deprived areas to give them wheelchairs. Wheelchairs. Because I noticed that I went to one village, the guy has been on the floor, sitting on the floor because he is crippled and been there for 25 years. And so I gave him the wheelchair, and guess what? What came out from the boys' mouth was that the whole community was actually clapping. It was a small village. They said, Mommy, sorry Sunday.
Wow.
Because party, wedding, church, bibia, community program be on them. It's a middle wheelchair man say, Ma, sorry. Imagine the 20 people that have been able to, receive the wheelchairs, the life that is going to change. You understand? And so I feel that we as bloggers, in as much as I keep saying, we are posting, we need to be part of nation building.
No, that's such a fantastic point, because then on the broader scheme, it's not just the bloggers, it's everybody has a role to build.
Exactly. Corporate organizations. I feel that even though we are trying to bash the government and all that, individuals, are doing very good. God has blessed them. So I suggest that let's all help. Let's all try to contribute. If the leaders are not helping, I mean, what can we do? Even though we are supposed to, it is because we voted for them. They came to us, convinced us that when we vote for them, they will do this. We have given you the power. Do it. But beyond that, I think that individuals, I mean, like I'm doing, let's all also help.
Yeah.
No,
I'm very, very happy that you raised this because I have serious concern for the youth, man. I mean, recently there was a recruitment going on for the Ghana Armed Forces.
Yes.
Wow.
And
thousands
of people
showed up.
Thousands of people sitting down, like Elwak Sports Stadium, and all these people, I ask myself, all these people are unemployed. So one of the things that came in mind was that, are they going into the military for the love and passion, or because they are just unemployed? And that's the question we need to ask ourselves.
Very good question. The guy is unemployed. See, if you said the soldiers recruiting, so it's not a passion, sir.
Exactly.
I have to go and fight and build my nation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is why we have, I mean, nurses, some nurses, some military,
Yeah. And this just by the way too. I don't know whether it's true, and I hope it's not true that all these people that were there bought forms. They paid for
forms. All the 1,000 people. And so again, I ask myself, they are going to pick few people. So why should you open entry for over 1,000 people
and sell them forms?
And sell the forms to them?
No, actually, I don't know. But if it's really true that people have to buy forms, I think there's something illegal about it. You don't buy a form to apply for a job. If it's not illegal, that it should be made illegal. I remember I had a big beef with some of the alleged producers who were allegedly auditioning people for roles. And they were selling auditioning forms. I said, this is wrong.
The actors and actresses, you see it on, we are doing audition to pick actors, actress.
Go and buy forms.
When you go and buy forms.
Look, if you're a production company, you don't have enough money as a production company to invest on making at least the forms of people to audition with, then, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, and it's the same thing. If you're going to tell people to apply for the armed forces, and thousands of people are going to come, and you're going to sell them all forms, knowing that you're not going to hire all of them.
And the funny thing is that these days, confidently, I can say that protocols are being weighed even higher than people who have qualifications.
Say that again. Protocols
way higher
than people who have qualifications.
Yes. And it is heartbreaking. This is a strong statement, but that is a reality. Because
that's deep.
Someone who complete university, and when you look at my certificate, I picked Uber recently. The guy is holding PhD. It's not bad to be a Uber, but probably maybe on a part-time.
Yeah.
Maybe on a side job.
Yeah.
But that is his full-time after acquiring all this knowledge on the street taxi. That is wrong.
Yeah.
This person should be employed to be helping the nation.
Yeah.
But ebi obi on deserve akwa ko chess ka bi emi afa no. Inti Ghana ha, the coach could do actually. Onye dwuma panye, to fast shortcuts. So if our leaders don't be mindful, don't stay alert on this issue, we are going to build generation of corrupt people, generation who are not serious people at their workplace, generation who are reluctant, generation who are not ready to research and go.
Man, this is so true. And this is what has been happening over the years. And it's getting to the point that they said, Amen.
And one of the funny things is that the people who are there already were also once like us. Yeah. And they were also making the same complaint.
Yeah.
Now when they get there, then
they forget
that they were part of us. So to the youth out there, I'm also part. I am praying and hoping, and I stand here that when I'm also given that mandate to also head a department, I will also not just use my influence just to bully people. Let's build generational powers. Let's build generational thinkers. As we speak right now, I don't remember the last time we had a national youth forum where we invited serious-minded youth in like a conference center. Imagine the president hosting national youth forum. Greater Accra, from Greater Accra, we go to the Ashanti region, we go to all the regions. The president is Assembly of the Youth.
And listen to them.
And listen to them. Now, let me tell you, So I was just reading on the internet. I was trying to get if you have any policy for the Ghanaian youth. And I chanced on National Youth Policy, which was issued out in 2010, August 2010. Kyei Sanadam, then Minister of Sports, Youth and Sports, the late President Atamos. And let me tell you some of the policies that were written.
Yeah.
The involvement of the youth in decision making.
Involvement of the in decision making.
Yes.
Okay.
Creating an enabling environment to help the youth build themselves. Building the next youth with that capacity. Creating jobs for the youth.
These are all fantastic on paper, should I say?
Brilliant ideas. When you read them, it will blow your mind. But from 2010 to 2021, as we speak now, are these policies being implemented? Is it working? Are they giving us the enabling environment? I watched a documentary of a Ghanaian youth who has created a machine, a bit to cocoa. He has passed through all the needed process for them to bring these machines. 2021 still the second and about cocoa. Ghana ni youth, I am machine and way to sono, kohue. But my boni and for machine imra will accept it.
Yeah.
There are Ghanaians who are ready to build up. Ghanaians who are ready to think that to build find solution for sanitation problem, the water problem. To date, as we speak, we are still finding our way to solve water crisis. 2021, we are still finding our way to solve electricity. 2021, it means that the nation Ghana, we don't have priorities. I had a little background in economics, scale of preference. You know that as a human being, as a nation, what are your priorities? And then here your mind. Is it health? Is it education? It is listed on paper. But if this is on paper, we have national development plan. If we are going by the national development plan, and again, like Kabana say, solve your problems, but I want to abandon project and all that because contractor and say that is we have no excuse. We are supposed to fix it. It is heartbreaking to see at all like a fully finished university in Yakrom in the central region. Air conditions are rotten, and you are telling me that there's a cost issue, so that the thing should rot and go.
Sure, no. I feel the pain that you're going through, and also additionally, being the youth, say, crony, what country are we growing up into? What is the future ahead? And for people like you, that's why I celebrate you, because I liked when I see outstanding ones among you.
Thank you.
You know, who will get up and say, we have to do something.
We have to, Uncle, we have to, because most of these leaders, they've traveled. Most of our ministers, they've traveled, they've seen what is happening there.
Yeah.
People, the only problem I have with Trini Jonas is the fact that probably he goes down to insult. But on the reality, all the things that he's saying is true. You leaders have traveled, you've seen that. Just look at your place. Just individual. Imagine circle. They've come and come a circle. Imagine circle. Circle is supposed to be like a tourist site.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recently, they commissioned what's the place? Pokuase interchange.
Yeah.
The place is supposed to be a tourist site, tourist attraction. What are you going to do? Make sure you maintain the place. If it is lightning, do something that people will travel from China to come and witness over there.
Yeah.
If you call me Kakum National Park, and then more Kakum National Park.
No, it's painful. You know, folks, he's touching a strong nerve. You know, are we evolving as a people? And only the high end also know. Instead of thinking about all these things as a national crisis, you know, I found a partisan issue. Ethiopia to me in Kasa because of Kasana, another party as some. It's not a party issue. It's a Ghana first issue. We need to build this country. They okay, Kakum, the same thing for how many years?
I was on sorry, I mean, if you're watching me, and I mean, because I'm so passionate about Ghana and
Go ahead.
The fact that Mr. KSM, if we don't voice out, if we don't talk and make sure that things are fixed, my children will come and blame me. Like the way I'm blaming our leaders.
Yeah.
My children will come. Daddy, you were once a blogger. One time in a blog, I mean, I read in class. I saw it on the internet. Daddy, you were one of the big bloggers in Ghana. Why were you not able to address some of this issue? I was on a platform with 2 politicians, NDC and PP, and I was there. And I told the presenter that I am very happy that, one, your producers teamed up to invite me on this platform, because over the years, it has always been about NDC and MPP on TV stations and radio stations, always debating the same topic, blaming each other, mind games.
Yes.
And this one by me saying, then the 1 hour is abnormal. It is high time our media houses are supposed to invite neutral people, neutral Ghanaian youth, to be sitting on the same table with these politicians. And I told them that enough is enough. You are telling us that 8 years you did this, 1 year you did. Let's now narrow the conversation down to Ghana first, not NDC and PP.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Because when the conversation is NDC and PP, we are going to lose the focus.
We have lost the focus.
Kwame Nkrumah brought his own party. Now the party is not there. It is Ghana. When I jump on to any of the countries, I represent as a Ghanaian.
Ghanaian, yeah.
I don't represent Ghana. Me too. I say Kobby the MPP or the Kobby the NDC blogger.
Yeah, from Ghana.
Kobby from Ghana.
Yeah.
And if you're watching me, Obi Abetu Abontin Biano, whether we MPP ni, and politics is brainwashing the Ghanaian youth today. Politics, if you are an educated young man, work with school or university, you are level-headed, you are literate, and you still believe that your party is messing around and you can't voice it out, then you are not, sorry to say, you are not educated. No, if you're educated.
No, you're so much on point. And recently I saw some, I don't know whether it was some election for SRC or some election B, and it turned violent, and I think these were the 10 and the time.
Yes.
Me,
I don't even follow them.
One is 10, one is 9.
Yes. One is 10 and one is 9.
Whatever. The people throwing chairs and things. Oh, this is the youth.
Yes. Because
these are who are going to inherit and take over Ghana. Yes. This is how they start, just like the same way they've learned from those of us who failed.
Because they watch from afar. They know that this is what our leaders are doing.
Yeah.
So now student election has become strongly the politics side of it.
Yeah.
So now people want to stand as SRC president, not just to come and build the school, but to take money from the school. But in a normal sense, Ghana should be able to have, we should be able to build generational thinkers, generational leaders from the universities. This university, the one, GIMPA, per my research, and I stand to be corrected, GIMPA was created for the people who are working in the public sector.
Public servants.
Yes. GIMPA was a serious institution. But now, I don't know what is happening. We need to have universities. Their focus is to build leaders.
Yeah. Because we are underestimating what a leader is. Well, now our leadership has tended to who can insult.
The person has a voice.
The voice.
Then I know that the person can communicate.
Yeah.
So I watched some of the TV programs, and I watched a man who says that he's a politician. He's speaking, but Sabi, in some Wakano, he is not speaking just because he's a Ghanaian, but because of young people. If you're a politician and you jump on one station to the other, and you defend your party, I want to tell you, as a young brother or as your little brother, that when you are defending your party, again, defend Ghana. Don't defend your party. Because once you defend your party, now you have a lot of things to talk about. NEA. But generally, if you're defending Ghana, I have a picture They say MPBA could the Chrome trap picture, not the Instagram page. That's what because if we MP of Aguna Diako, Aguna West, Aguna East. That's the one to me, Oko constituency, I want to be picture, I want to be picture, say, maybe, then you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. My son, this is the passion that makes me feel good, and I hope the youth are really listening, because this is where you should be coming from. A passion to build a country for your future. I mean, Sabio, some of us, we are not in the news, though. We are not the relevant ones now.
Exactly.
It's you, the youth. Kobby, you know, your age group, you know. So if they don't have the passion to know that they are going to inherit a country that is indebted like crazy and there's no thing to do, it pains me.
I mean, so two things to talk about. I talk about the national youth policy, why he spoke about the involvement of the youth.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the youth, like my type, are so passionate out there.
Yeah.
I can tell you for a fact that a lot of Ghanaians are so brilliant, intelligent, they are in the States. Some are willing to come down, to come and support, but the enabling environment. Now, I am sitting here with you. You are my father. If you want to build the KSM family brand, you are supposed to take decisions with me. Are the leaders taking decisions with us? Because you are building roads for us. You are taking decisions. They are taking decisions for us. Meanwhile, some of the decisions won't help us.
We are borrowing money for you to come and... Very, very true.
Why will my father or my mother take decision in absence of me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But to make sure documentary, Boni, no, back okay, the next 10 years, you go to university. What course are you reading? Don't do this subject. Do this, do this. You are planning with a child. But Ghana, no. You go see school, that is why they've built a lot of schools in bushes. So when you are building, let's have an enabling environment. Again, the youth of this country, what are we also doing?
Thank you.
Are we adding our voice? Entertainment is good, but guys, in as much as that we are following our entertainment, let's also try and pay attention to national issues. Because the leaders and the politicians have realized that the youth of this country, we don't read, we don't research, we don't know our whereabouts. They will come and lie to us. If you are a Ghanaian youth and a politician comes to your constituency and gives you Gary and say that I am giving you this Gary, vote for me.
Yeah.
And you are a Ghanaian youth.
Yeah.
They always take us for granted.
Yeah.
So number one, let's educate ourselves more.
Yeah. Recently, not to cut you off, but I think it was in the north, and I have some amazing. They went there to give, which consider. They went there to give tons of rice to the youth.
Yes.
The youth returned all the rice.
Yes.
I was so proud.
Yes.
And they were packing the rice.
I say the narrative is changing.
The narrative changing.
Things are changing.
Yes.
The eyes of the ordinary youth is now opening.
Yeah.
Now we've come to understand that politics is a serious thing that we need to get ourselves involved.
Thank you.
Not just saying NDC and MPP. It is about Ghana. I'm not standing here to what I'm saying is that it is Ghana first.
Yes.
So Ghanaian youth, let's also pass the information to our grandparents, our aunties, our uncles. Let's tell them that, mommy, auntie, let's not just take
show some love, man. And this is getting so hot. But Kobby, we have to end here. I'll invite you again, man.
Oh, in Japan.
Japan. Why should I post some? Japan. So baby, oh.
Baby, oh.
Overseer.
Marking time.
Overseer.
Nice.
I'm so glad to hear him talk like this. And in the future, and you know, one or two of the youth now more, you know, we're going to give you this platform. Let's start getting the youth to participate seriously in the building of this country.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, we need it.
Thank you. I mean, so if you are watching me and you're a media platform, let's invite us. I mean, they should invite us. You understand? Let's not always, when you go to the Western world, gossip and those trending issues, they are like few percentage of it. I still understand why some petty issues get to national radio or national news bulletin.
Yeah.
So I say, someone has given his life to Christ, then it is trending on national issues.
I say,
he has given his life to Christ. And we are discussing it for like 2 weeks.
National issues.
Like 3 weeks. I beg you, there are some issues. I mean, we are developing nation, not develop. if the developed nations are even handling petty issues at a very small space. Now you say developing, yeah, marking time, you know. Yeah, and baby negative.
That's why we are marking time. Oh. Because the salvation of Agrada is more important to us than issues of national corruption.
I think that I think we have to be very, very smart. We have to be very smart, or else they always use Agrada to confuse our minds.
Shout out one more time. And folks, what can I say? I just had to invite my son because I see his growth and I'm very, very impressed. And this show is dedicated to all the youth of Ghana who are thinking right, man. All the youth of Ghana who have committed to having a better Ghana. Build this nation. Ghana first. So thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure to have you here.
If you want to follow me,
yes, give out your information.
So my Instagram handle, I'm verified, and so I'm Kobby.Kyei, Kobby.Kyei. If you want to do business with me, if you want me to come to your church to speak to the youth about social media, if you want to invite me to come to your schools, especially the senior high schools and the junior high schools, these days there's no curriculum or syllabus that is addressing social media. So please, GES, introduce social media as part of your curriculum. Or please invite me, I'll come to your schools. Let's have a workshop and train the children. My telephone number is 0240213333. Call me, let's do business, let's change the narrative, and then...
And I like how he ended. Let's change the narrative. And the information is on your screen right now. Get in touch with him. Invite him to come and let's change the narrative. In the meantime, we have come to the end of another fantastic show. And until we get together again with more youth, with more brilliant ideas to save and shape the nation, KSM signing off in the words as I always do. Kobby, do you know my words? I am out of. Let the whole world say, here.
The KSM Show.